the terms are already agreed for the rematch with you know, to move forward, and it's the same as the first contract in that respect. So I think we got it spot on with the numbers.
We always knew Chris is a good fighter. You know, all the fighting talk is fighting talk. He's a good fighter. I believe I can fight at 160. You know, if we don't do the rematch, which I'd love to avenge that loss, go back down to welterweight and win the WBC world title.
Conor, Chris delivered. You know, I say this before. I was like, whoever loses this fight is gonna tarnish the dad's name. Nah.
Conor Benn shocked fans and stirred up major controversy when he called out Chris Eubank Jr. for a rematch live on TV. His demand came after a highly debated loss that many believe was unfair. The dramatic moment has reignited one of Britain's fiercest boxing rivalries, with Benn clearly not ready to let the result go. His passionate challenge has left fans divided and the boxing world buzzing over what might happen next.
TV powered by Undisputed. Jonathan, we spoke before the fight and you were confident in your man Chris Eubank Jr. here. Tonight he gets the job done. Talk us through how you're feeling.
I feel pretty good. I mean, I thought he fought again. I'm the type of guy, I pay homage to both fighters. I thought they both put their hearts on the line. I thought they both gave everything they had. And if they could have gave more to the crowd, they would have gave more. The only, I think the biggest winner was Great Britain. It's just my opinion. You got two native people put on a massive performance just for the hometown. Like, you don't get that all the time. That's a rare commodity that you can have.
The rivalry between Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. runs deep, rooted in a family history that goes back decades. Their fathers, Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank Sr., were iconic boxers who clashed in brutal, unforgettable fights during the 1990s. Now, with their son stepping into the ring, the feud has been reignited, capturing the attention of boxing fans and sparking huge hype around their modern-day showdown.
And let me ask you, Nigel, I mean, it's clear that you guys are very, very close. The reports are that Chris Eubank Sr. isn't quite currently as close with his son as you guys are. How does that make you feel, and why is it important?
Well, I would like to stop you there first of all. You know, Chris, you know what, he's your son, mate, you know. Come be there, mate. This is a family affair, mate. We need you there, mate. You know, we can just catch up on old times, so it'd be good to see you there, mate. Coming back here, son.
The fight was set as a catchweight bout, meaning both Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. had to meet at a weight that wasn't natural for either of them. This twist made the matchup even more interesting, as both fighters had to adapt their training and game plans to deal with the unusual weight limit, adding more tension and uncertainty to an already high-stakes showdown.
I looked at Chris Sr. and I said to him, grabbed him by the neck, and I said, mate, I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy you turn up, you know, because outside of everything else, outside of all the noise and the promotion and the fight, your relationship with your dad never goes. That's always there. That's long standing. That's without boxing. You know, what's boxing? You know, what is it? You know, because I'd pick the relationship with my dad over boxing any day of the week. You know, so to see them two, if this has brought them together, God, that's worth its weight in gold.
That's right.
That's worth its weight in gold.
When the fight finally happened, it didn't play out the way most people expected. The match was full of controversy, from questionable judging to debatable scoring, and it left fans and experts split. Some argue that Eubank Jr. deserved the win, while others were convinced that Benn was robbed of a fair result.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard one to swallow, man. Yeah. It's a hard one to swallow. I mean, obviously, I didn't come into the fight thinking it would be that close. I didn't come into the fight to lose. I didn't come in the fight for anything apart from winning. And obviously, it weren't good enough. So I need to do better.
We have a result in the fight of the night at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The middleweight contest between these two British middleweights.
112, the winner by unanimous decision, Chris Eubank.
Commentators called the fight between Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn thrilling and full of action, keeping fans on the edge of their seats. Both fighters showed real skill and heart, making it a competitive and exciting clash. But even though Eubank came out on top, it was clear from the commentary that the win didn't come easy.
He can walk out there, Conor can walk out there head up high, go home to his family safe and sound. The way he boxed and the way Chris boxed was unbelievable. We were just like, we enjoyed the fight. Do you understand? We enjoyed the fight.
I said it myself just on broadcast just now. Conor made the fight by keeping on coming, Chris gave everything. Chris Sr. turned up on the night. It had everything, didn't it?
Lastminute.com. We call him lastminute.com. He turned up. But all I want to say is, oh my goodness, that was beautiful, man. We enjoyed it. Listen, I was shaking. Not because it was cold here, because the fight was just beautiful. I enjoyed it, and I'm happy to see a rematch.
Great to see you, Derek. Thank you so much. We're all happy to see a rematch. Whether they can go through another one like that.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Eubank Sr. was there at the highly anticipated fight between his son, Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn on April 26, 2025, at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. This was a huge moment in British boxing, as Eubank Sr. had previously been very vocal about his concerns over the fight, even threatening to pull his son out due to worries about the weight limit and safety.
That is really good news. Okay, let's get to the fight itself. I think I just about caught my breath after last night, Michael. I don't know about you, but first of all, let's start with the Eubank reunion and the fact that Senior walked out with his son Junior to the ring. How real was that, I suppose, animosity between the two in the build-up, and how much did it help him that his dad was there?
Well, Jess, I really do believe it helped him, and it was the best atmosphere in boxing I think I've been to, and there was a lot of emotion around me. I actually felt I had a bit of a lump in my throat. I've got to be completely honest with you, because we know it's been a tough few years for the Eubank family. Senior losing a son, and Chris Eubank Jr. talking about the pain, a real pain is losing family members, and it was a bit like WWE. When the lift opened and you see Chris Eubank Sr.
Despite his earlier objections, Eubank Sr. made a surprise appearance midway through the undercard, showing up at the stadium to support his son. His arrival sparked a huge reaction from the 65,000-strong crowd, with fans cheering and chanting in excitement. Nigel Benn, Conor Benn's father, was also there and saw Eubank SR's presence as a positive sign, viewing it as a step forward for both families involved.
Eubank's here as well. Sir, you turned up to support your son. What a night.
Well, I was always going to be here for my son, irrespective of what you thought. It's a show. So suspense is part of the game. Now, the performance, championship rounds, standing toe-to-toe, the credit I'm going to give to Conor. I told you he was a superior fighter, but he shouldn't be fighting at 160 or 156. He's a 147 fighter. What couldn't he do around the world? He's been destroyed by the people who are handling him, and they have to be brought to account. Do your job. Do your job. Do your job.
It's great to see you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
As the rivalry between these two legendary boxing families continues to unfold, the drama and excitement are far from over. Stay tuned for more updates and analysis on this epic story. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with all the latest in the world of boxing.